for this painting is your red, yellow, and blue, which are primary colors, and some brown, burnt umber, and white, and some black. And for your brushes, you can have a fan brush and a flat chisel edge synthetic brush. And you can have a smaller one, so get a couple of different sizes of these, maybe a smaller one, depending on the size of your canvas. My canvas is 9 by 12, and you can use any size you want, so adjust your brushes to your size of your canvas. And I have a liner brush, so we can do smaller areas. And I have another smaller brush, a little bit of a liner brush. So to get started on this painting, all you have to do is draw. I did some videos on how to draw from a photo, and there's a few different ways of doing it. So if you want to, you can draw it out freehand, and if you get a sketch done, do it on paper. So if you try to do it on your canvas and you make mistakes, you're going to be doing a lot of erasing, and then it might not be pretty messy. So what you'll have to do is draw it on paper first, whatever way you get it on, or you trace it, or freehand, or grid, whatever you do. And I got videos on that. I'll leave links in the description for you. So this is the way I'm going to show you. So I did my drawing on my paper, and then I'm going to use this paper here that I made myself. It's just same plain printer paper, and I just put on some pencil, okay, to transfer it, because if you use carbon paper, you won't be able to erase any of your mistakes. And then you just tape it on, and then you use a pen or a pencil to transfer that image to your canvas. Now I think the best place for us to start this beautiful portrait are the eyes. Let's give that a shot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a very small round brush, almost like a liner brush, but it's a bit smaller so you have more control. And we are going to take some black so we can do her eyes right here, the tops. Okay, let's just do those first. So we got black paint, and just put a little bit on your brush. If you find this brush is too big, we'll have to move to a smaller one again, but have a few handy just so that you can see what works the best for you, okay? So let's see what we can do with the eyes. So get it nice and close so you can see it. So let's go with the top lid first. Paint that black. I think it'd be best to do the eyes first. That way we'll be able to see where everything goes better. And up here around this. Okay. Okay, so put more black on here. I have to be a little careful because it's a delicate line, isn't it? Let's go with the top of the eye here. Wet your brush if you have to. And get a nice sharp point. So you have to be very careful. Painting is different than drawing, that's for sure. a little tedious with the brushes. You can certainly use a dark pencil for this area. For the smaller areas, if you don't want to paint it, you can use a marker or a black colored pencil or graphite pencil if you want to do that. If you want to all be a total painting, then you use a small brush and do your best. Just take your time and get those lines in as best you can. It's the only thing you can do is take your time. Okay. Let's get that line in. I could time lapse it, but I don't know. You can always fast forward me if you're having a day where you just want to sit back and watch. You don't want to follow along, you just want to go through it and see what it looks like. Because I want to take my time. As you can see, I don't have the lines perfect. Like I said, it's not that simple. Some of the paintings that you see, they're mostly in time lapse, so you don't see the part where they have to adjust things like that because they don't want to take that time, take your time like that. So, but I'm going to try it this way. And what I'm doing is I'm bringing this line down a little bit. If you did my drawing tutorial on how to draw a portrait, which is this one, you'll see how I shaded the eyes with the pencil. And then you can almost use the same techniques in your paintings. Okay. So I'm wetting my brush a little bit, but not dripping, just to have enough water on it to get that to move. And I am bringing it down into the eye a little bit for the shadow. Make it a little thicker right here, that's all. Just a little thicker, just around here. Just to get that shadowy look. Okay, we got that much. So what you can do with, since you got your black on the go, you can look at your painting and find where there are more blacks, and then put the black in wherever else there's black in the painting. So I'm going to do a little bit of black around the eye here, and then the pupil. A little bit of water dripping off of there. So I'm going to make a letter C. Alright, because I need to make some room there for the highlight. Let's close it up a little bit here. We don't, just so that we can see a nice little highlight there, okay? And probably another line here. If I left that out, if I left the lines out, I did it on purpose. See, because you can see in this one, in her eyes, you see the black on the edge right here, but you don't see it here. And it might be the way the light is shining on her face. And there's a line there, and there's the black there and there, and then in the pupils and the nostrils are a brownish color, dark brown, and everything else. So it's not much more black. I think that's all the black we'll use for that. And we'll just get that much done. So the other pupil. I'm just going to go with the letter C. Make it easier so that I can see where I'm putting, where I can see where I'm putting my highlight. Alright. Good. Now we will change to a different color. Clean your brush, and we'll use the same brush, and we will let's see, how about the eyebrows? Let's do the eyebrows. Alright, just fill up your brush with paint, brown paint, burnt umber. burnt umber, and we will just make these little short lines in here just to give it kind of a eyebrow look. You can put highlights on that after. Flicking in a few short lines might help you get a more... I'm getting that. Be careful with your brush that you don't get too much water on it, because it drips down from the top when you put your brush in water. It comes in here, and then it'll drip. It'll get underneath this area here, and then it'll drip down. So just make sure you wipe that off in your tissue so you don't get all kinds of water on your canvas. So on with the eyebrow. If your paint won't move, add a little bit of water to your brush, but make sure that it doesn't drip. Drip, drip, drip. Let's get this eyebrow done. We can always come back and adjust the eyebrow. I just want to get things filled in so that we can work around the face then, and that way it will be much easier for us. So we put on the whole face, which I tried that. I tried doing the whole face before I did the eyes and the eyebrows and the nose, and I found I got a little lost. So I'm going to try to make this as easy as I can for you, because I promised you I'd show you really easy techniques. And it's pretty simple. I don't want it to make it look like a coloring book or something, but I want to make it look like a painting. Now that eyebrow there is going to definitely need to be adjusted. So maybe I could use a smaller brush. See, I want you to try different brushes. If you're doing this and it's not working for you, more than likely it's not you, it's your brush. And that goes with a lot of your paintings. If you're having a struggle with something, you're trying to get it to work and it won't work, it's more than likely your brush is either too big or just won't do what you want it to do. Now this one here is not bad, just need a bit more water. I'm trying to get that paint to move. Like I say, you guys can use blending gel. I can't use it here because I can't get it to dry fast enough. I get a glare. I tried it once and I learned my lesson. So I'm just flicking in some. You can go either way, just as long as you fill it in. Yeah, I learned my lesson. I was there trying to do a painting, and I was on live, so I couldn't even fix it. I was live, and the glare wouldn't go away, and I couldn't get it to dry with the hair dryer. And so, if you want your paintings to stay wet longer, that's definitely going to work. Yep, blending gel. I also meant to show you that you can also buy a flesh tone paint already mixed for you. If you want to buy it already mixed, you can certainly do that too, and then make adjustments as you go along. But it's nice to know what the basic colors are so you can make your own. But if you have a hard time with it, just go buy the flesh tone and then add colors to it to change it up for your shadows and stuff. So just we'll make some adjustments, but we'll be doing more adjustments when we put the flesh on, and if that eyebrow is too thick, we'll thin it up with the flesh color. So now we're going to do the nostrils. So the nostrils are here. Just fill them in. I'm just using straight burnt umber. Just straight burnt umber. Good, is that done? So you get it done faster too if you're doing these little parts first. Now if you get this really, really good, then you go and put your flesh tone on the face and it gets all messed up. Hopefully it won't. You just have to readjust things, that's all. You just have to adjust things. Doing portraits are not easy. I find them a little hard, but that's just me. Maybe other people find them easier. I see most of the ones I've seen are time-lapse, and so I haven't seen too many people who do them in real time. If I find somebody, I will ask their permission if I can put their link down below for you so you can follow them also. Now, we got the nostrils and the eyes and the eyebrows, and let's put the blue in around the eyes here. I think that would be nice. Just take some of your ultramarine blue and add some white to it. So I'll just add some white to your blue. Get some white and blue. And then you're going to put it in here. Alright, so just put that on there. We'll put our highlight on after, so don't worry about that right now. Whenever you're doing paintings or portraits, just get your main things done first. Just get your basics done first. You can always add your highlights and shadows after. Okay? So when you look at it, you say, oh, well, there's the eyes. There's the nose. Oh, I need a shadow here. I need to put a highlight there. So you can do that after. And then you do your final details last. So even though you do your shadows and you do your highlights, still a possibility you may want to look at it and see if there's any more final details, maybe a few more extra strands in the hair, maybe a little more shadow, more highlight, you know. So the very last, leave that to last. Just get everything in now as best you can. It may look strange at first, but as we do it, you'll see it coming to life. So all I'm doing is mixing some blue and white. There you are. There you are. White and ultramarine blue. Now you can use whatever blue you have handy, okay? Alright. Whatever blue you have handy, it doesn't have to be exactly the same as mine. Alright, so now I tell you when you probably would like to have colors that are exactly the same as a tutorial or a book that you're following, only because you want your painting to look almost exactly like what you're following, okay? Because if you do a painting and you don't have the colors and it doesn't look the same as the one you did, it's probably because your colors are off. But if you just use your own colors, they won't look off to you because you picked those colors yourself and you knew that it was going to be different. They may not be as vibrant, they may be too vibrant, I don't know, but if it calls for burnt umber and you only have like a cinnamon brown or something like that, it might be a little different, right? But if you got a lighter brown, they're looking for burnt umber, just add a bit of black to it. So you can make your own colors. What you need to do is, when they ask for, say, yellow ochre, and you don't have it, try to make your own yellow ochre by adding yellow and a bit of brown to it and see if you can get it to look something like the yellow ochre. Try to match it up, right, by adding colors. Make your own with the colors that you have on hand. And if you've got the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, you should be able, and have some black and white just to lighten and darken your colors, then you should be able to make almost any color that they ask for. You just have to take your time and match up the colors just by adding other colors together, what you have. So, I think I'm missing a line or something there. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. There we go. It's a bit better. Alright. I might add a darker blue. Just go straight into the dark blue, the ultramarine blue. And just put a little bit of a shadow up here. Okay. Put a shadow up here underneath the eyelid. Nice This dark blue gives it a shadow. We all have a shadow underneath our eyelid. And if you put that in your painting, it'll make it look more realistic. See? And you can come down around that corner there. I'm using my liner brush. I'm using the longer one, but that other one should do really well also. I just wanted to try this one. I like trying different brushes. See what I can get. Don't be afraid to try different brushes. Okay. See, that shadow gives it a nice look. Alright, let's try the other one. Pure ultramarine blue. Put the shadow underneath the top of the lid. Good. Just come over this way. And go down around the side here. Get that in there like that, and here like this. That's it. Just move it down a little bit just to get that shadow on there. Good. These small brushes are a little hard to, you know, like they'll move around on you, so you got to take your time and try to take control of your brush, because they want to take control of you, I tell you. Yep. So I'm going to put a little bit of dark blue underneath that eye here. This part here. Good. Let's see. Good. I think that's good. If we need to go back over it again, we will. Let's get that line straightened up in here. Now what are we going to do? Let's see. How about we do this line here, the fold of the eye. Just take some brown paint, burnt umber or brown, whatever you got there, and go over the fold right here. The fold of the eye. Good. And another one over here. Just follow your drawing. Follow your drawing. Okay, that's good. Leave that for now. All I want to do is get the basics in. Good. And we'll do the bottom lid. Okay, we got that there, and we're going to, underneath here, do a little bit of a line here. Not too much. Keep your pressure a little light so that the line is nice and thin, okay? Alright. Keep that line thin. Don't want that too outstanding. There we go. We'll do the other one. Got a feeling I'm going to need to do lots of adjustments by the time I get some of this done. I might put a little bit around here. Go around that corner. Maybe a little line in here for the tear duct, and maybe a little bit around here. Here. A little shadow in there for the tear duct. Alright. My brush is trying to take control of me. Nasty brush. Alright, so we got the eyebrows, that. So now we will, let's do the lips. Okay, for the lips I'm just going to use a small round brush. And I'm just going to put some, I think, red and a little bit of brown, I think, to darken up the red a little bit. So, a little bit of brown with your red, just to darken up, so it's just jumping right out at you right now. Just a little bit of brown in with your red to darken it down a little bit. And now we will just paint in the lips. I've got a small chiseled edge brush or a filbert brush. That would be good. I think that would be good. We should try that. Let's try it. You got a little filbert brush there. If you don't, keep using the small round brush. I just want to try it to see what it looks like and see if it works better. Yep, it's pretty good. Not much difference really. When you get up the chiseled edge of the filbert, see, when you get it up against the lip, when you get it up against the line, it will help it go right against the line. But if you got the little tiny brush, you've got to have a more of a steady hand, which my hand gets excited and just jumps around everywhere. So get that done. Get that done. Well, I almost went over the teeth that time. I should have made my lines a little darker. To make your lines a little darker, like take a pencil. If you can't see your lines, take a pencil and draw over them so you can see where the lines are. There we go, look. You can always paint over those. Sometimes you won't be able to cover them up, but you can make them lighter than that. I just want you to see what I did there. Okay. Okay. So let's get that lip done. Now see, the lips have a nice lot of highlights, so we'll do that after. Just want to get the lips done now, right? Just want to get them painted in. You have to have a bit of patience for this, guys. These take a long time to do. That's why you see me doing landscapes, and because they're faster. But I like to get into more portraits. Actually, I'm thinking about trying to see if you guys are interested in sending me a picture of yourself where you're you know, whoever you want to have a face portrait done like this, okay? Not a full body or nothing like that, you know, nothing, not even shoulders. So it'd be a close-up of a face. And if you're interested in doing that, I'll see how many likes I get, because that will show me that you're interested. Like if I got, I don't know, 50 to 100 likes, I don't know if that's too many or not, but if I see that I have above average likes on this video, then I'll know you're interested in sending me your picture, and I'll paint it for you right on YouTube, and you can watch me paint you or your loved one or whoever, and the picture will be really nice and clear, if I get a pile of pictures in, I will pick the best, clearest ones, and then I will contact the person, because you're going to email them to me, okay? You email them to me at allisonfarr@yahoo.com. That way I'll have your email address, and then if I pick your picture, it's not a contest or anything like that. It's just that I want to pick something that's pretty simple, and that's clear, and I can see the eyes really good, and so I can see everything, so I can do a good video. So, because some people send me pictures when they ask me to do commissioned art, and they're a bit blurry and things like that. It's really hard, so it takes me a lot longer. But if you're interested, I'll see what my likes are like. If I don't see very many likes, I'll know you're not really interested. And then I will, and in the meantime, send me your pictures anyway, if you want to. And then if it goes ahead, I will contact you. I'll hope to get, maybe even if I get 3 done or something, then I will contact you and let you know. So we'll see what happens.